Join us in this detailed tutorial from our expert trainer who walks you through each step. Let's get started.
In our last video, we looked at creating a team-managed project. In this video, we'll continue right along to get familiar with how to navigate around the project. So over here on the left-hand side menu, we can expand or collapse. That's where most of the features are that we're going to be using. And right now, they are going to be pretty empty because we just created this project in the last video. But between videos, I did create one issue just so we can see what it looks like as we navigate through the project in these different views. And of course, we'll be going through most of these core features in more depth throughout this section. But because Jira is a project management tool, most of what we'll be spending our time with is this planning section here, which we can expand or collapse these different sections. And as we can tell, the Agile board is the default place that Jira takes us. As we learned in our last section, that's because the Agile board is really where we're going to be spending most of our time. And this looks a lot like what we learned about already with the physical whiteboard and sticky notes with columns, because it basically is. So you probably have an idea about how this workflow on here will go because we looked at workflows on the whiteboard. But we'll be looking at it in more depth later on as we have more issues on the board to work with. Now, you'll notice above the board in the menu is the timeline. Now, if you are using an older version of Jira, this is called the roadmap. They changed that terminology, but it's basically a Gantt chart type view of the issues in our project, and we'll look at this in more depth later on as well. Hopping over the board to the calendar, you can see as I'm recording this, it is a new view. So if you're using an older version, you might not see the calendar view. Calendars used to be an extra paid app add-on. So this is another feature that you might not have on an older version, but as you can see, Atlassian has started to include them without needing anything extra. And calendars are a pretty straightforward view, but it's important to keep in mind that Jira does not require every issue to have a date associated with it. So let's add a due date to the issue because as you can see, it's not showing up on the calendar here. So if we hopped into the issue, we'll find our due dates here. Go ahead and add that due date. And now we'll see it show up on the calendar view. Now, the due date is not a default field in the template that we used, but we'll look at how to add due dates and any fields that we want to issues in a future video. Continuing on for this video, though, we have a list view. And as you probably figured out by now, and one of the reasons why I wanted to have an issue created for this overview video is so that you can see these are all just different ways for us to view the issues in the project in different ways. And I've had a lot of students who think that an issue on their board only lives on that Agile board and the issues in the list are different. And that's why I only wanted one, because it can get very complex when you have thousands and thousands of issues in your projects. But this makes it very simple to see that really these are just different views. And this is just a nice way to see everything in a traditional list view like you would have in any other to-do list app out there. Now, beneath the list, we can see there's another newer feature here in Team Managed Project, and these are forms. These are exactly what you would think. It'd be a great way to collect information from others directly inside of Jira and try to avoid all that back and forth in email or Slack or whatever communication tool you're using there. Moving along to goals, like calendars, goals are another feature that used to be an extra paid add-on that are recently being integrated in without adding anything extra. And like timelines, used to be called roadmaps, but goals in Jira used to be called Atlas. So once again, it might be something that you don't see or might be named differently if you're using an older version. And we'll look at goals later on in this course. So let's move on to issues, because the issues view is where you're going to go basically anytime you're having trouble finding an issue in a project. For example, remember when I mentioned the calendar view is tied to dates? Well, if you don't have a date assigned to an issue, it's not going to show up in that view like we saw. And the same can be true for some of the other views too that might have some requirements that we'll look at later on as we dig into the features there. Not all of these views are going to show every single issue, depending on what the issues are and what sort of fields they have. But inside this issues view, you're going to be able to find everything. That's where you go to basically find everything. And it's basically the view that you have when you start to search. It's going to take you to the issues view. And again, we'll be looking at search and finding issues, tips and tricks for that later on in this course as well. Now, before we wrap up this video, we do have a few more items down here at the bottom. We have code. If you are working with a dev team, you can hook in Bitbuckets or GitHub to associate a repository for your project. We saw that kind of when we created this project, that we could hook that up. Since we are focused on Jira today, hopping into repositories, a little bit outside the scope of our course, but this is where you can start to do that. And then this is something else that we won't really be digging into much because the project pages are a link to Confluence. That's Atlassian's wiki documentation tool. So similar to the way you can hook up a repository we saw when we created the project, you can do the same sort of thing with Confluence and get a little bit of integration there. And then we can add project shortcuts, URLs that everyone on the team can see for quick access. I've seen teams use this for maybe like internal email or maybe the app link in store, whatever that might be, just a quick way to access that directly on the menu page. And then beneath the shortcuts, we have our project settings, which is where we're going to configure it all. And trust me, we'll be using this area a lot throughout this section as we learn how to master team managed projects. Whew. So I know I threw a lot at you, but to recap, what we learned in this video are some of the features like calendars or goals might not be available if you're using an older version of Jira. And as we could see the same issue across different views, we learned that they're really just a way of displaying the same issues in different ways. Even though we only had one issue in our brand new project, when you get thousands of issues, it starts to make a lot more sense to only see some issues in different views. On the calendar view, it's tied to a date. Maybe not all issues need a date, so we don't need to fill up our calendar with a bunch of issues that don't have dates associated with them.
Are you happy with this training? Make sure to subscribe for more great content. Visit the Simon Says It channel, explore our videos and training sessions, and decide what you want to learn next.